Hi, I'm Barb Egan. I'm a therapist here in town and I own a live counseling. I work a lot in marriage and couples counseling. So today I'm going to talk about the quarantine quarrels. So if you are getting on each other's nerves, your family, your spouse, rest assured, it's quite normal. It's not normal to be stuck inside with your family in your house 24/7. And so some tips for that is, just number one, have a temporary perspective of it, that this is not normal and that's okay. You have permission to struggle in it, but that it's going to end. It won't be like this forever. Keeping that temporary perspective, as well as giving each other some time apart to do their own thing. Give each other a chance to miss each other, whether that's working or going out and exercising or taking a walk, reading, spending time with the Lord, things like that. Another thing that you can do is just kind of reflect together, pause and reflect. What was good about our previous pace of life, and what would you change? What do you want our current one to look like? What can God do in and through us? And then using in those times where tensions are high or you're just snippy or short with each other, using what we call a soft startup. So instead of you or always, never, those definitive words, try to start with I feel blank, I need blank. So I'm controlling what I feel, taking ownership of that. So for example, I feel overwhelmed. I need help with the laundry. And I bet a lot of moms are saying that. So that's a good example. But those soft startups. And again, after that temporary perspective is helpful, that this is not going to last forever. We can't change our circumstances. We can't change COVID and the restrictions and loss of work or uncertainty right now. It's actually really scary for a lot of us, a lot of unknown. We can change our perspective. We cannot change our circumstances, but we can change our perspective of reminding ourselves who God is, his faithfulness. And as a spouse or as a parent, I get to show God's love, show how he shows up in times of need, shows that he's quick to give grace and slow to anger, and influence my husband Taylor or my kids probably more than anyone else in the world will, at least at this time. And when I have that kingdom or eternal perspective, it really makes me just want to do a lot better and have that hope. Not the pressure. I don't have to be perfect at it, but spending time with the Lord every day, that will help. Being in community, even if it's virtual, and even just making sure that I do my best to be poured into so that I can pour out. That's huge. Keeping that eternal perspective, that I get to really show them God's love for them, that they matter to him, and likewise them to me. And I know in times when they respond to me in grace, when I really need it, it just hits me and it sinks in so much more than the side comment or the snippiness that sometimes I can remark with. And so that really hits me. I really experience God that way, where he works in and through us to love our spouse as our number one neighbor, just like Jesus's words and commandment there. But to take some of those tips, be encouraged, you're not alone, and we're in this together.